Speaking of Moroder, Giorgio by Moroder, I can't go with this interview without talking about Random Access Memories, which is one of my favorite albums. It's easily in my top 5 of all time of my favorite albums. What was your connection to Daft Punk? Had you worked with them before?
No, I liked them. I liked whatever they did. And one day I got a call here in town. They want to meet for lunch, and I said, okay, I come, but under the condition I can take my son with me. He loves them. He is a fanatic. So I said, okay, you come and have lunch with them, but don't tell anybody how.
No helmets, right?
No helmets. Don't tell anybody how they look. So they asked me if I wanted to work on their new album, and I said, yeah, whenever. So at that time, I was living in Paris, and then Thomas called me. He lived there too, and said, come to the studio and let's work on a song. So I'm happy, went there and I thought, okay, great, to work with Daft Punk. And I start to play piano and I sing and we compose a song. And they said, no, let us do the music. You just talk. You just tell the story of your life.
Wow.
So then I come in and they had 3 microphones and a chair and I was supposed to talk. And I asked the guy, the engineer, why do they have three microphones? Well, they said the microphone on the left is a microphone of the 50s or 40s actually. So when you talk about your life in Italy, they recording with that microphone. Then they had a microphone of the 60s, end of 60s, early 70s. I don't know which one, Sony probably, one of those. And I said, and that one, that's when you tell the story about the 70s. And then they had a new one, which I didn't know, and said, and what's that one? Oh, that's if you talk about the future. So I said, this is great, but who would ever know the difference? So he said, nobody. I said, so why are you doing it if nobody would hear the difference? Oh, he said, the 2 guys, they hear the difference.
Incredible.
So I just told the story, and like Rainey, they could blackmail me because I told them so many things which I probably forgot. But they have it on tape.
They interviewed you, and then this you didn't know how this was going to be used?
No idea. I was thinking, what could they do? Maybe they take a little bit of Giorgio, you know,
like sample
effects, it. And I didn't hear for like 7-8 months. And one day I met the engineer, the original engineer, and said, so tell me, what are they doing? He said, no way, I cannot tell you. I was trying to bribe him.
They're so secretive.
And then they played it to me, and I loved it.
It's such a cool track because it's electronic, but then it also gets a little orchestral, and I have a little clip here.
Once you free your mind about the concept of harmony and of music being correct, you can do whatever you want. So nobody told me what to do, and there was no preconception of what to do.
So cool.
And think how much you influenced Daft Punk.
Sure. So I'm playing, I'm coming from a tour with orchestra.
Can you tell us about, is it done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
But we're playing this song too, right? But without me telling the story because people know it. But, the musicians on the original are some of the best, I think, in the world, right? That solo with the drum and so I tell my guys who are great musicians, English guys, said, okay, you have to be what's the word?
Practice.
You have to be great. Oh yeah. Put us under stress. You have they had the best drummer in the world, and now I have to do what he does.
Oh,
and then the keyboard, the Fender Rhodes, and then the percussion. They are sweating every night.
Was it recorded here in LA? all those musicians?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're, the great studio cats of L.A., Local 47, tough to beat.